5AA Mornings with Graham Goodings.
And a very good morning to you at 11:06.
Welcome to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions.
Becoming a bigger production every week. Ned, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Graham. What was that song before? On the Road Again?
On the Road Again?
Yeah, who's that?
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't. I know it, but I just want a reminder of the artist, please.
That is one of the great things.
On the Road Again.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, you don't know it?
Yeah, I know. It's Willie Nelson.
Oh, is it?
Who's been around. He looks like he's about 110.
Yeah.
And he's looked like he's 110 for 110 years. Willie Nelson is an absolute legend.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great song, and it's a good theme and a good lead into what we're about to do.
It's perfect, isn't it, to get on the road again? Where are we heading this week?
The beautiful Fleurieu Peninsula, and I'm excited about this. Now, I get excited about every region every week, but I was actually down there for the majority of the weekend, last weekend, and we had a cracking time. Like Saturday, the weather here in South Australia, I don't think I've ever seen SA just blooming as beautifully as what it was.
It was like midsummer last weekend, wasn't it?
Saturday down on the Fleurieu Peninsula was absolutely amazing. Like caravan parks full, beaches full, a beautiful sunset. It was just magic. It was perfect.
That's really good to hear, because with the algal bloom and depression and cost of living and that, and you sort of hear some awful stories about what is happening to our tourism industry and so forth, to hear something like that people are actually giving it a go.
Yeah. And
enjoying what South Australia's got to offer.
We've got a great accommodation offering, all thanks to Travel Auctions SA, of course, and we'll get to that. But I was actually down at the Big Four Normanville, down there, a fantastic holiday park. It was chock-a-block. There was not a space open there. It was so full, and people were all having barbecues. People were walking down on the beach. People had returned from great fishing days. I was at Victor Harbour boat ramp in the morning down at Encounter Bay. There was not a car park that wasn't full from a trailer, which is excellent, because I think the connotation's been that no one's fishing or no one's doing anything. Well, hello, the boat ramp's full. People are still getting out there and giving it a go.
But are there any fish out there?
Oh, Graham, I had one of the great days. One of the great days. I was so pleased. We went out from Victor Harbour, as I said, and I will be honest, we go a long way. We go a long way offshore, so you do need a large trailer boat. So we're really lucky we've got a big boat. But we're about 60, 70 kilometres from the boat ramp offshore, towards the south of Kangaroo Island, and we bagged out on big nanagai, which are a beautiful eating fish, blue morwong, lots of gummy sharks out there, snapper as well, which you can keep. And the great thing about the Fleurieu Peninsula, for anyone listening who likes their fishing, is there's no restrictions down there with bag limits or anything. So you can go there and go your hardest still down on the Fleurieu.
Right? Yeah. So what is the situation with snapper? They were limited for a long time?
Yes, so the southeast zone, which is essentially south of Kangaroo Island all the way down to the Victorian border, is still open. That snapper fishery is deemed to be sustainable and working quite well. So you can still go and actively catch your snapper, and you can still keep them too. So that's what we did, and we had a ball.
Yeah, sounds great. And obviously a lot of other people did too, by what you're saying. There's so much to see down the Port Elliot area, though, isn't there?
Oh, it's fantastic. So much to do, so much to see. It's a great family spot. Another fishing area, and I'll have to move on quickly, otherwise this will quickly turn into me just talking about fishing for 30 minutes. But
that's all right.
The Maiponga Reservoir as well I popped down to, and that was just sensational. Like people on kayaks, people fishing for cod off the banks, and there's a $10,000 fish swimming around, and just the scenery, like the beautiful trees at Maiponga Reservoir. Oh, have you been down there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
It is a beautiful part of the world. If you have any stories of being down in Maiponga Reservoir or down at Port Elliot, staying down there a past weekend, back up the stories of Ned. Did you have a great time down there?
Yeah.
Are you a regular? A lot of people go back there every year. I mean, it's just a sort of a regular thing to do. And I mean, you live in Adelaide. You're only an hour away.
It is so close, isn't it? And the beautiful farmland on the way down there. I truly love the Fleurieu. I think it's sensational. But I thought, as we always do, we could kind of, maybe you and I could chat about a couple of things. If you were going to go down there for a family trip, what are some good options, some good affordable options to go down and do to keep the kids busy? I had a couple. I mean, Port Elliot Bakery, we always talk about food, but that place is famous. If you want to stand in a line for an hour, that's a good option.
That's the only downfall of the Port Elliot Bakery is you don't just jump out of the car and whip in and get a quick pyro past. No. Be prepared for a 10, 15-minute wait.
It's a half a day exercise just to get in there. But
it's worth it.
What is it about that bakery that's just become such a famous thing?
I know people they don't come interstate from over Melbourne just to go to the bakery. Yeah. But that's the first stopover. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Or they before dropping at Adelaide, they go via the Fleurieu and drop into Port Elliot Bakery.
Yeah.
Load up and then come into Adelaide.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? The other cool one as well, if you've got kids, I'd love to hear if anyone's done it, 8223 0000. Have you been on the cockle train as well? Because that's a good one. Kids seem to enjoy that. Have you been on the cockle train?
I have not, and that's something that we meant to do last year with one of our granddaughters, and something came up, we didn't go. But yeah, that's on the list to do, the bucket list this year.
Yeah. And then, of course, you've got the beautiful wine regions around. So you've got Currency Creek, you've got McLaren Vale. One spot that someone suggested to me, and I haven't been there yet, is the gin distillery up near Norton.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been there?
No, yes, I have.
Yeah.
I haven't partaken.
Yeah.
Because I was the driver.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gin distillery.
What an amazing spot that was. I drove past. I couldn't believe the outlook there. That looks amazing.
Yeah. No, there's some magnificent spots.
Oh.
And the beauty of, I think, being in South Australia is it's not a mass population. So all of a sudden you don't have 200,000 people descending on these places.
Yeah.
So it is quite civilised. And although they're popular, you can go and have a really, really good time without sort of, jostling with the crowd.
Yeah, it's so true. I'd love to hear if our audience has anything else, but there'd be so much to do. I mean, obviously, all of the beautiful beaches. You've got kind of Horseshoe Bay, Boomer Beach, and you can go around to Middleton Beach, which is a cracker too. Goolwa Beach, of course, I love because you can go and drive on it too. So you've got all your beaches, plus all your tourism operators. So support a fishing charter if you're down there. The fishing at Victor Harbour, as I said, is sensational. Or you could go and do a wildlife tour. I think it's called the Big Duck, I reckon.
No, not aware of that.
Yeah, the Big Duck. He cruises around. You can see dolphins, cruise to Granite Island. Oh, Granite Island. There's another one I haven't even mentioned.
Yeah, you go out on the tramway or whatever, the horses take you out.
I was down there about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I couldn't believe how many people were down there, Graham.
Yeah.
I know we were just talking about how good it is that there was no one there.
But even when it's busy, it's not busy like Sydney, Melbourne busy.
No, but people with beautiful kind of picnics, just, grabbing a roast chook and having that, or kids were kind of cruising up and down the Granite Island boardwalk and stuff. It was just awesome, like so good. So yeah, the Fleurieu Peninsula, what a spot. So much to do.
Yeah, and it's not expensive either, and that's the thing. I mean, there's so much you can do that doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, if you do things like that, the kids are entertained the whole day, and it's not costing you anything, is it? Like little bits and pieces like that, like Granite Island. One
of the places that I always find that you mentioned is Horseshoe Bay. It is, you drive down there, you've never been there before, and you go, wow. It is like something off another planet. It's, it could be anywhere in the world. It's just magnificent.
Yeah.
Go and get some fish and chips at a little shop there and
fantastic,
sit on the beach, watch the water roll in. And that's just a lovely
gorgeous
part of the world.
Port Elliot Hotel as well. Great little kind of courtyard there, isn't there? Like an outdoor kind of setting where you can grab a palmy or grab something if you'd like to, have dinner there with the kids or whatever. A really nice kind of family pub. So that's a good option if you are staying in Port Elliot. But yeah, I think Port Elliot's that cruisy, beautiful place down the Fleurieu. Base yourself there. It's a good coastal holiday. And as we said, importantly, it's so many affordable options to do with the family. It's not expensive once you get down there, which is great. And
it all depends how active you like to be. If you want to be active or not. I mean, if you like surfing along Middleton and so forth, lots of people I know, go down to Middleton and surf there. Always a good wave, apparently.
Yeah.
Not that I know.
Yeah.
Ankle deep is about as far as Are you a surfer?
I do surf, yeah. I kind of, my weekends, Graham, if I can, I'll go fishing if the weather's suitable. So I'll just fish every day that I can. So it's kind of, if it's surfing or fishing, I'll always choose fishing. But I do like getting in the water.
So assuming you catch a lot of fish because you're a good fisherman, what do you do with them all?
I throw a lot back. I'll probably only keep 10% of the fish we catch, honestly. I throw a lot back. I just love doing it for the sport and the adventure, and I love going to new places. I'll happily spend a full day on the water just kind of doing some reconnaissance, like just trying to find new reefs or trying to find new areas. I might not even put a line in. And people think I'm crazy. They go, you just spent $100 on fuel to do what? Just look around. But I just love finding new spots, new areas. Occasionally I'll, just pop down to Second Valley or wherever it is and just pull into a little cove, anchor up, get the Weber going. I just love the adventure. Just love the location.
Yeah, I used to do that same sort of thing when I had a boat. It didn't have to be about fishing.
No.
Just pull up somewhere, quiet, secluded, and you think, wow, how good is this?
Yeah, and I think as fishers, we sometimes get lost in that. Sometimes it's always about how much fish can you catch, how quickly can you fill the esky up. And I love that too, but that's not what makes us feel good. Just being out on the water and doing it makes us feel good. So there's always an excuse to get out there and give it a go.
From the text line, by the way, if you've got a story you want to tell about the Fleurieu, Port Elliot, give us a call, 8223 0000. From the text line, a hidden gem to visit Ned and Gigi is Clayton Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Great caravan park, Pier 28 Cafe, and watch the Oscar W paddle steamer cruise the water channel.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, on a Clayton Bay. Yep. Great shout.
you've got a voucher to give away too. We better mention that.
Oh, we should. Yeah, give us a call. We will give you a $100 voucher for the best caller for Travel Auctions SA. They're so generous. Fantastic South Australian company. Obviously started here in SA and continue to operate here in SA. So the best caller today who comes with a recommendation or a story on the Fleurieu Peninsula gets a $100 voucher for Travel Auctions SA. Just great.
Go to it. 8223 is the number. Back shortly.
It's time to come together for the magic of Christmas with the National Pharmacy's Christmas pageant kicking off the festive season on Saturday, November 8th.
And with the pageant back, that means early alarms for mum and dad to grab the best spot for the family.
But don't worry, we've got you covered with a bit of a sleep-in with exclusive VIP grandstand ticket.
Make sure you listen to us from 6 a.m. all this week for your chance to win.
The Excelsior Hotel has always felt like home. And for seniors, it's always been great value with 20% discount on selected bistro meals. Yep, 20% off. Feeding the whole family? Bring them all Saturday or Sunday for live acoustic music from 5 p.m. And kids eat free. Some conditions apply. The Excelsior Hotel feels like home, but better. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Imagine a backyard filled with lush green turf. At one end, a set of cricket stumps. Right now, it's just a backyard. But to your kids and their friends, it's an oval, a stadium, and they can be heroes. Kids love a great patch of grass, and you can appreciate yours every day when you lay lawn in your garden from the Turf Farm. The Turf Farm plant it, nurture it, harvest it, deliver it, and importantly, they guarantee it. Trust the Turf Farm. Go to theturffarm.com.au.
Are you dreaming of a holiday? Well, let's face it, we all dream of holidays. Travel Auctions have been sending South Australians on holiday since 1992. And Ned, what are we bidding on today?
Well, I'm pumped about this one, Graham, because the Fleurieu Peninsula, it is just glowing at the moment. There's so much to do. It's beautiful. I was down there on the weekend. There isn't a better spot to get away. And as we said, so close to Adelaide. So what about a 3-night getaway to the stunning Port Elliot? I love Port Elliot. You can stay in a 3-bedroom holiday house right on the beachfront and enjoy coastal views. How good's that? It's just a short stroll to shops, local pubs, the famous Port Elliot bakery that we spoke about, and beautiful Horseshoe Bay. It's the perfect spot for families, couples, or just a coastal escape with friends. Plus, you have until November 2026 to travel, so much time. Normally, it'd be $740, but you decide the price. You just bid what you want to pay. No hidden fees, just great deals.
Better get in quick, save on your next getaway, and don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
Waiting for that perfect protein-packed, flavour-filled snack? We've built it for you. It's Biltong by Najobi deliciously seasoned beef strips. Runners need Najobi Biltong for protein. Adventurers need Najobi Biltong for lasting energy. Foodies need Najobi Biltong for flavour. And kids need Najobi Biltong for healthy snacks. It's air-dried, super soft and grown right here in SA. We've been farming since 1841, so yeah, we know beef. Najobi Biltong in supermarkets, service stations or at najobi.com.au.
The Kia Tasman reviews from car expert Irene.
This is genuinely impressive. I wasn't expecting this.
But don't believe the experts? Test drive a Tasman today. Tasman, the best ute you've never driven.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Come on in.
We open our doors to people we trust and care about. And for over 90 years, South Australians have been opening their doors to Rest Haven. In turn, we've been opening doors to an easier, better life at home. From personal care to help with the shopping and social outings, you'll welcome the care that Rest Haven brings.
Live your best life right where you are. Explore supported home with Anglicare SA.
5AA Mornings with Graham Goodings.
And you're listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry, thanks to Travel Auctions. Give us a call. There's a $100 voucher for the best caller on the subject we're talking about this morning. Give us a call now, 8223 0000. Rosemary's on the line. Good morning, Rosemary.
Hi, Graham. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Good. He forgot to mention the Bluff.
The Bluff? Oh, of course. Well, there's so much to mention, isn't it? We're going to miss out on something. What do you...
And
what
you can hike up the Rosetta track from the bottom.
You can
or you can drive around and just walk up the last bit.
Mm. How long does it take you to walk up there, Rosemary, if you start at the bottom?
Oh, gosh, I do it all the time.
You must be very fit.
I'm fairly fit. I'm not sure how long, but it's just amazing. And when you get to the top, the scenery is just fantastic.
Yeah,
That it is
it's
worth.
Fantastic view.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Brilliant. Good on you, Rosemary.
You couldn't ask for more. Thank you.
Fantastic,
Thanks,
Rosemary. Thanks for your call.
If you have any stories about Port Elliot, around Victor Harbour.
Yeah, Flurio Peninsula,
There's so many things to do there.
Can I ask you, as someone who would definitely know, can you tell me the story about the granite and what it was used for from Granite Island?
No. I mean, you can ask me. I honestly don't know.
I've heard stories. Was it that it was used for a Parliament House somewhere or something like that? Is that right? There's some...
What, the granite from Granite Island?
Yes, there's something like that. Now, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone of our listeners would know. Give us a call, 82230000.
Well, that could put them in line for the prize.
Yeah. If you can help me out. I thought you'd be the perfect person to know that. It's
just another thing I don't know.
No, well, that's not true. But I'm sure they use some of that rock or something there for a very special building or something like that. I'm sure of it at Granite Island.
Yeah, well, you wonder why they put the tramway out there to start with. It would seem like, that they'd be shipping something backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought that it would have been purely just as a tourist sort of attraction.
Yeah.
But maybe. Someone will know.
Someone will know. Let me know, because I've heard whispers about that, and I'd love to know the story. It's a famous spot, and I'm sure they use some of that granite in a very, very special location somewhere in Australia. I'm sure of it.
Well, someone will know. The phones are ringing now, so give us a call. Do you know the history of Granite Island? Was it used for anything specifically? And is it really granite?
Yeah.
Is it really granite out there?
Yeah, and there's obviously that island there, and then there's West Island as you kind of just come around the bluff.
Yeah.
Rosemary was talking about a fantastic spot, the bluff, to go and see that island. You can cruise around there. Some good crayfish around there, Graham. And here's a little tip. If you do want to catch some snook, just get in front of that island about 500 metres or 400 metres and just tow some lures right in front of that. I promise you'll catch as many snook as you like. There's a little hot spot for everyone.
There's a little tip, straight from the horse's mouth. Hi, Graham. The restaurant at Clayton Bay is now the Local, not Pier 28. Thank you for that, Kay. Yeah, I haven't been there for some time, I must admit, but it is one of the best spots.
Yeah.
Hi, can we ask Ned if he's fished Port Augusta or is it still going okay since the power station demolished and no hot water pumping? Yeah, I think when there was hot water there, the fish used to love it.
Yeah, so there are kingfish there at the moment. If you want to get up and catch a big kingfish, Port Augusta is fishing really well. I think there's been some fish at Point Lowley as well. Yeah. And the other spot is Coffin Bay. There's been kingfish. But specifically Port Augusta, the answer is yes. This time of year, there's no better spot in South Australia to go and chase really big yellowtail kingfish.
We have a $100 voucher to give away for the best caller in this segment. Sam, good morning.
Good morning. The granite on Granite Island that was used to build Parliament House.
It was.
William Street.
So Ned was on the money.
I read it. Yeah, I read it. A sign crossing the jetty.
Okay. I thought that was the case, Sam. I was confident. I wasn't sure whether it was the Parliament House here or whether it was somewhere in Canberra or something like that, but it was here in South Australia, was it? That granite off that island was used to build the King William Street Parliament House.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, Sam.
When I read it, yep.
Fantastic. Thanks for...
Good news, Sam. See, there's always somebody out there.
No,
this is why you've got to be very careful claiming you know something. And you said, no. And then someone will say, no, Graham, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're totally wrong. It didn't work like that at all.
Oh, so Graham,
we have a very smart audience.
I do 30 minutes on the sports show, and let me tell you, that happens probably 5 or 6 times during those 30 minutes.
But in sport, you're allowed to have opinions, who's going to kick a goal, who's going to finish top and all that. But these sorts of things are absolutes.
Yeah.
Was Granite Island used for something else? Yes or no? Yes, it wasn't, so somebody knows
it. You can't fool our listeners. They know it all.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. If we pull the wool over their eyes. 82230000 is the number to ring. I was just thinking about the Flurio. It is totally family, isn't it? Because you've got the wineries for mum and dad and the gin distillery.
Yeah.
Probably mum and dad and fantastic restaurants. Then you've got the bakery for the kids and the playgrounds and the swimming and the golf. Maybe you go to Lady Bay and play golf there.
Yep.
So, and surfing, swimming, there's something for the kids, something for the teens, something for everyone of all ages.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think that area, we've mentioned this before, and I really do try and stay away from the algal bloom because it's just been spoken about so much, and I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of hearing it, albeit it is a really serious issue. But the Fleurieu Peninsula has been hurt as much as any region.
Yeah.
It really has. So in terms of going somewhere and supporting an area over summer or when you get your holiday period, really, please do have the Fleurieu front of mind, as well as Yorks and everywhere. But for whatever reason, I think some of those caravan parks like Port Elliot and others recently have been quieter than what they usually would have been, similar to areas on Yorks. But I was down there on Saturday and it was a whole different story. I was so pleased to see how busy it was.
Yeah, that is great news because we keep hearing these stories in the tourism industry and restaurants and that and cafes all along the coast have really been suffering.
Yeah.
So to hear what you're saying is people are sort of saying, well, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
And we're finding out that the water is clearing, and that's great all along the coast at the moment.
Yeah.
The signs of the bloom are going, but, I mean, you certainly need to check it out to make sure it is clear. But, you know, heading down to Port Elliot is so close. It's so nearby, so, you know, you jump in the car with the family, get down there and have a look what it's like. And like, if it's last weekend, you know, you've hit the jackpot.
Definitely. And am I right in saying, Graham, I think we've got a good balance with development here in South Australia. I know we need to build more homes, and I'm getting into an area that I'm not an expert in, but when I go to an area like Port Elliot, to me, it feels like a pocket that hasn't been ruined yet. There's so many great historic buildings. Yes, there's some beautiful new kind of beach homes that are wonderful as well, but it feels like the heartbeat of that place has been maintained. Is that fair? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah. Now, there's a delicate balance where, you know, a rustic village atmosphere gets destroyed by, you know, major development and so forth.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at Port Elliot and that, I think they've got the balance pretty well right.
I agree. Some wonderful, beautiful homes on the foreshore. Don't get me wrong, but some of those old brick buildings in the main street, it just seems to have maintained the wonderful kind of character of that area, and that's what I love about our coastal towns here.
Now, we're just about out of time, Ned. Do you award the winner of... Oh, actually, we've got one more call.
Oh, can we squeeze one more in?
One
okay.
more call. Chris, you've just got a moment to tell us your story.
Yeah, so I'm a first-time listener. I'm in my husband's car and I can't work out how to change his radio, but I must admit, I'm not hating it, so thank you guys.
Good on you, Chris. You're welcome.
Now, I must admit, I've visited that distillery multiple times and highly recommend it. If you time it right, you can catch the markets there that are on the wharf as well.
Oh, nice.
And then often there's an ice cream vendor that's there right out the front so the adults can enjoy the gin, make a few sneaky purchases, and the kids can load up on ice creams and that sort of thing and entertain themselves too. So highly recommend a visit there and time it with the markets and you won't regret it.
Chris, that is brilliant. Great call. Thank you for that.
Good on you, Chris. Great recommendation.
Just leave Chris on for one moment. Chris, what radio station do you usually listen to? Who are you trying to get us stuffed off with?
I do a lot of Spotify, I must admit.
Oh, Chris.
So, yeah, I'm just using this car today and I can't work out the mechanism. So, yeah, I haven't hated it, though. I've learned a lot. So
okay.
Well, also, Chris, I've got some good news for you because you've won the $100 voucher.
Oh, Chris!
Hey? Let's hope you come back. Stay on the line. I'll put you back to it.
I have to sort my car out so I can do it again. Thank you.
Chris,
good on you, Chris.
After winning this voucher and saying that you enjoy the program, if I hear that you're now off to Spotify and you never listen to us again, I'm going to be very, very disappointed.
No, thank you so much. I've thoroughly enjoyed my morning.
Fantastic.
Good on you, Chris. Stay on the line. That's Chris who's won our $100 voucher. Ned, the time has just flown. It's been great to chat as it always is.
And we're converting people to radio mediums, Graham. We're doing it all.
How about
our
that?
Bosses are going to be stoked.
Have a great day.
See ya.
At Coles, get set for a season of savings. Right now, save on half-price chocky treats like Cadbury Dairy Milk Block Chocolate, 150 to 190 grams, just $4 each. In-store or online at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Starting this Friday at National Pharmacies, it's the Feel Good 4-day member sale with a minimum 25% off retail price store-wide. Members can feel good, saving on health, optical, beauty and more. But hurry, the Feel Good 4-day member sale must end Monday. It feels really good to be a member at National Pharmacies. Join today. Save today. Conditions apply.
Are you dreaming of a holiday? Travel Auctions have been sending South Australians on holidays since 1992. Ned, what are we bidding for today?
Well, Graham, it's a 3-night getaway to the stunning Port Elliot. And if you've been listening to the show, I think it's clear there is so much to do and so much to enjoy down there. So what a great region to get a getaway in. You can stay in a 3-bedroom holiday house right on the beachfront. It's got coastal views. Talk about relaxing. That's fantastic. It's just a short stroll to the shops, local pubs. It's the famous Port Elliot Bakery, of course, and the beautiful Horseshoe Bay. It's the perfect spot for families, couples, or, as I love to do, just a coastal escape with friends to get away. You have until November 2026 to travel. So get in now and either use it for summer or getting into next year. There's heaps of time, but jump on it now. It's normally about $740. But the beauty of this model, you decide the price. Just bid what you want to pay. No hidden fees, just great deals.
Sounds great. So you save on your next getaway. Don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family owned and operated, because it's personal.